Okay. Well, as I said before, we're going to see how this sweet little girl became a self-described shark. Now, first, she started hanging around old men with white hair. Now, this is not her birth date. It's the miles to the North Pole. She was doing, from a young age, doing the hands-on institute, and see how lovely she's dressed. She's always impeccable, even when she's fishing. This is her sister, and she at Easter, Jill, and Monica was a cheerleader. Now, but she gave that up in junior high, and she went on to become a captain in the field hockey team and the basketball team. She went from there to Penn State and graduated magna cum laude and Jefferson Medical School, here with one of her longtime friends. And then she, here's with her parents and her sister Jill, when she was at the Medical Center of Hospital of Vermont, where she graduated from. She went on there to hang out with some more old men with white hair, and I don't know, just to get her picture up there, does she have to have white hair? I'm not sure. But she graduated there from, went to SUNY for about 5 years, and then on to the University of Chicago, and then to Northwestern. And she stayed at Northwestern a long time, about 15 years, and was the director of the clinical breast program there, and executive director of the American Joint Committee on Cancer while she was there, and director of the cancer department of the American College of Surgeons while she's there. She was also the outstanding professional woman, voted the outstanding woman, professional woman of Illinois in healthcare, and also the top 10 most powerful women in healthcare, but we knew that. She's a Women Making a Difference Award she also received for healthcare, so many different awards. She also has been the longtime co-director of the Lynn Sage Conference that most people know about. She there was lured away back to home in Pennsylvania, where she grew up in suburban Philadelphia, and was the chair at Fox Chase of the surgery department, and then also a professor at Temple as well. And from there, she was recruited back to Sloan Kettering in 2008, where she's the Ann Burnett Winford Chair of Clinical Oncology. Monica has about 238 papers, 5 editions of her famous breast book, Breast Disease, and multiple editorial boards, including the Annals of Surgical Oncology. She has nearly 160 book chapters. She's got funding at the NCI for individualizing the local regional management of early stage breast cancer. And she's also been funded by Susan Komen, DOD, and Avon. Here she's seen with her co-author of the very famous paper, Now the Z11, that is practice changing. And she's also, he's also going to be hopefully voted in as our president-elect. Not as president-elect, as the secretary-elect. She's also one of the only surgeons, or is the only surgeon, to receive the Bonadonna Breast Cancer Award from ASCO, which she received just this past year. Larry Norton, I love this quote that he said, Monica's commitment to evidence-based surgery is not only influential, but inspirational. Her impact in this regard is the essence of mentorship at its most productive level. And as I said before, she's quite the mentor, and here she's seen with her Terry King, our program chair, who she's mentored since she's come back to Sloan Kettering. But she can come down to my level. And so she's written many interesting books, and this is probably one of the most interesting to me. Monica's mother and father on their 50th wedding anniversary, along with Jill and her niece and nephew. And you can see all of the Morrow girls are good dressers. And she loves her niece, and here's Becky here, and then Becky who lived in New York with her for another year. So she's got time for family as well. Now, Monica, I would call our global ambassador here in Turkey, and here in Burgundy and in Fiji, although I'd like to go to that meeting. And here, just after, with the loser of the great debate in MRI, being fed to the gargoyle, and then here in Moscow. So she's been a global ambassador here in Scotland, receiving the honorary fellow from the Royal College of Physicians, and also in Ireland. So she's been a great ambassador for us, and through the SSO, Best of SSO program, it's our premier exchange program globally. Here she's seen in Egypt with Dr. Zaghloul, here as the leadership of the Egyptian Society. Here with our immediate past president, Dr. Economo and Dr. Narita in Valencia, part of the SSO exchange. And then here with our newly formed relationship with the Indian Society of Surgical Oncology with Dr. Samant and Dr. Misra. And here is your slate of officers, many of which with Dr. Economo and others, and this group who helped us with the transition. Now, I would call Monica the queen of breasts. And I want to present to you your president, Dr. Monica Morrow.